Hi, I'm Adam.
I'm Joe.
And together we're the Maladjusted Misfits.
And this is the one where we talk about friends.
Joe, look at this cat that just wandered into our house.
Adam, that's our cat.
I believe it's Abe Lincoln's reincarnated spirit.
That is your cat, 11.
She is noisy.
Yes, she is.
Hear that? She's saying 7 years ago.
No, she's not.
Welcome, Misfits, and hello to any new friends, fans that tripped and fell over our podcast.
Every week, we rewatch the next episode in sequential order because that makes the most sense.
And we break it down.
And look up trivia.
And give our own maladjusted take on the whole cat petting episode.
And we try and make each other laugh.
And fingers crossed, one of you two.
Yeah. So how are you this week?
I'm doing good. How are you doing today?
Good. It's St. Patrick's Day.
Yes.
It's our anniversary of our first date almost 1 years ago.
That's right, man.
Why are you saying it like Jamaican accent?
That's my Irish accent, man.
I'm not paying for this.
You're not paying for those lessons
anymore. Yeah. So today was my first day at my new job.
Yeah.
It was great. Everyone was nice. I got flowers and donuts and taken out to lunch, and then it'll be all downhill from there.
Oh,
no,
I'm sure they'll be lovely.
They're very nice, but they do it up on your first day. And
right.
Tomorrow you're like, what happened to all the flowers?
That was yesterday.
What are we doing this week?
This week, the one with the cat.
Uh-oh. This is a controversial one for Adam, but what's our IMDb plot?
Phoebe becomes convinced that the spirit of her dead mother is inside of a cat. Chandler and Joey are robbed. Monica goes on a date with a guy from her high school.
I like how these just go. Chandler and Joey were robbed.
They're just robbed. Yeah.
Their whole apartment was gone. Our episode director this week is Shelley Jensen.
Right, he just did last week,
yeah,
right?
So I told you he'd be back.
Yep.
He also directed 27 episodes of a show called Dog with a Blog.
Oh.
The plot is a family adopts a dog named Stan in the hope that two feuding step-siblings will bond over the pet. It works when the siblings soon find out the dog can talk and write.
Oh.
It ran from 2012 to 2015.
Oh my goodness gracious.
How is it that these shows exist? And Firefly was canceled.
I didn't know you were a big Firefly fan.
Well, I just hear like that and Pushing Daisies and,
oh, right.
Stuff
you
like
loved Pushing Daisies.
I did, and they canceled those shows, but a dog that writes a blog.
Oh, let me tell you about humans this week.
So many shows I've never seen.
I know.
All right, episode writer. We have a new writer, two new writers, actually.
Okay.
Jill Condon.
Mm-hmm.
She wrote a total of 4 episodes, all in season 4.
Okay.
She also wrote for the Gina Davis show. Never knew that she had a show.
Oh, okay.
It only ran for 1 year. It's sexy and sophisticated Manhattan party planner Teddy Cochran, played by Gina Davis, starts dating writer Max Ryan. The two hit it off, and Teddy soon moves into Max's suburban home, along with his children, 6-year-old Eliza and 13-year-old Carter. So John Francis Daly plays her son. I know. And Mimi Rogers is in it.
That sounds weird.
I know. Again, so many shows.
So many shows.
And if she's playing a character by another name, why is it called the Gina Davis Show?
Oh, the name of the show was the Gina Davis Show. Yeah, they do that sometimes.
All right. Our other writer is Amy Tuman Strauss, but she's billed as Amy Tuman.
Okay.
Wrote 23 episodes of a show called Ned and Stacy.
Okay.
Ran from 1995 to 2017.
Wow.
Starring Thomas Hayden Church, Deborah Messing, and Greg German. He was that guy from Ally McBeal. Do you remember him?
No.
Short little guy.
No.
So the plot is Ned and Stacy marry a week after they met. He marries her to get a promotion. She marries him because she can't find a place to live and likes his apartment.
Okay.
It's so weird. So many TV shows. Because all I ever do is watch Friends.
Right. And I sneak movies in on there.
It's so weird, though, because it's like when you read the plot of that, you're like, I'm not going to watch that. Especially the dog with the blog. You know,
right.
You're like, no. All right, what was our original air date?
The original air date was October 2nd, 1997.
All right.
There were 2 new movies entering the top 10 that weekend. U-Turn,
Oh, yeah.
the Oliver Stone Southwest Noir, starring Sean Penn and Jennifer Lopez.
Yep.
I liked that movie, but it seems to annoy everybody else.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it was all right.
And then the new number 1 movie was Kiss the Girls, where Morgan Freeman plays Dr. Alex Cross. And he tries to save Ashley Judd from a serial killer. Or 2. Bum, bum, bum. We haven't watched the new Alex Cross series yet, but I like Aldous, so it's on the list. I really think I need to read one of the Alex Cross books.
Yeah.
You know, they seem up my alley.
Right.
You know, they're little detectives.
Like the Jack Reacher books
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah. All right. Are you ready for some trivia?
I am ready.
All right. So this episode starts the reoccurring gag where no one knows what Chandler's job is.
Oh, yes.
Joey asks, and you call yourself an accountant? Chandler goes, no.
No?
This episode is dedicated to Dorothy Kaufman. So
Uh-huh.
And Marta Kaufman's mom.
Okay.
She was the inspiration for Phoebe's cat storyline.
Yeah.
So the cast reportedly didn't like the storyline that much, and though it was easy to see why, it had a lot of sentimental value to one of the series creators.
Right.
The story goes that Marta Kaufman pitched the idea for the episode after her mother passed away, which is why it's dedicated to her.
Right.
The one with the cat doesn't have much impact on the subsequent episodes, except for Joey and Chandler's robbery
Right.
and the canoe. So its only legacy with viewers is being a weird storyline in Phoebe's arc, but for those behind Friends, it has a completely different meaning and served a very special purpose.
Okay.
Aw.
Well, a movie can serve a very special purpose, but it's still got to be a good movie.
And this is the first episode where the chick is not little and yellow.
Yeah, it looks like a crazy thing.
It's a little fluffy white thing. But there wasn't much trivia other than that, so there you go.
Okay.
So what are your episode reactions?
A fun, and awkward. I mean, Chip Matthews is a funny growth moment for Monica,
For
I
sure.
think.
Yeah.
And I love that Joey and Chandler set to get rid of the entertainment unit,
Right.
and it remains the last thing left in their apartment. And it may sound harsh, but the little half-assed reincarnation thing is only awkward to me. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll talk about it later, but, if anybody needs to know why. But I find it just a weird
Yeah.
thing.
This episode is good.
Yeah.
I like it. I love the robbery. I think it's hilarious.
90% of it is really good.
Yeah. The Chip Matthews, and now I know the story of Marta Kaufman's mom. I give it a little grace. It's good. A lot of one-liners that we say all the time come from this episode.
Yes.
So
There's a lot of good stuff in this episode.
yeah. So, I mean, I think you and I were talking about before we even took notes was like, instead of them being there for Phoebe and going, hey, let's talk about your feelings
Right.
and why you're upset about, your new mom and worried about,
Well, it's funny because we just watched a Bob's Burgers episode while we're having lunch the other day.
Right.
That they find a guy in a storage unit, and his long-lost love was taken away from him. It was a female mannequin.
Right.
And he claims to have, when they were married, he was a male mannequin. And Bob says at one point in the show, I still think you need some help, but we got you your mannequin back.
Right, which is
that's how
kind of the story.
And
right.
that's kind of what's missing from this,
Right.
is them kind of going, I think you need help right now.
Right. Processing these feelings.
Right.
And the way to do that was to, like, have her have this cat.
Right.
Yeah. All right, let's do some favorites.
All right. Favorite lines. What was your favorite line, Joe?
I say it all the time. When Chip Matthews knocks on the door, Monica goes, "Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet."
Yep. That does happen a lot around the household.
What was yours?
Well, I flipped around a lot this week because,
Yeah,
like you said,
I
there's
did.
a lot of good lines
There
in this
is.
one. I landed on Chandler, who is slightly annoyed when he explains, "Oh, Joey was born, and then 28 years later, I was robbed."
Which we say all the time, using the kids instead.
Yeah.
Favorite moments. I'm going to have to go with, and I love this, when Chandler makes Joey sit back down at the mention of the canoe without even
Right.
turning around and looking at
He
him.
knows he jumped up.
He feels his body move, and he goes, and then makes him sit back down. I absolutely love that moment.
You tried to do that, never works.
The dogs just don't listen.
And I'm going to go with when Ross encourages Rachel to give Chip Matthews a call. I like her face during that whole thing. She does an excellent job.
I love when they make those small digs at each other throughout
Yeah.
the episode, except when they're using the cat in the mix.
Right. Well, again, we'll
We'll
get to that when we get to it.
All right, favorite outfits. You stole mine. I stole yours last time, so it's okay. You took your notes first. I'm going to go with Rachel's casual outfit, like when she's sitting around waiting for Monica.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
She has an off-white sweater and ripped jeans. It's a cozy staying home outfit.
Yeah.
It's cute.
And I went with Monica's purple dress and black sweater. She kind of wears mid-episode.
Yep, in the coffee
Central
house.
Perk a lot.
Yep. All right, themes we explored this episode. I
Right.
guess you could say reincarnation? Question mark?
Yeah, kind of. Theme 2, getting robbed.
Oh, for sure. Theme 3, being a friend and doing the episode even though no one likes it. I thought that was nice. Like,
Yeah.
the writers, the cast, I read a whole article about it.
Okay.
And they were just like, everyone was like, this is dumb. Nobody's
But
going to like
fine.
it. But Marta's our friend, and we love her, so we're going to let Phoebe have a strange cat.
And theme 4, dating someone from high school. It never works out.
Oh. On that note, we're going to take a quick break before we break down the rest of the episode.
Here we are.
Oh my God, you still have the chipper.
The what?
That's what we used to call your motorcycle in high school. You know, your motorcycle's a chopper.
That's not a chopper.
And your chip, never mind.
No, I think it's cute. Smooch.
Wow, a lipper from Chipper.
So, you still in touch with anyone from high school?
Well, there's Rachel, and I think that's it. How about you?
Oh yeah, I still hang with Simmons and Zana, you know. I see Spindler a lot. Devane, Kelly. I run into Goldie from time to time. Steve Brown, Zuckoff, McGuire, JT, Beardsley, CJ, the Monkey Man, the Carter. Principal Markson waves to me in church. QP and the Raspberry, Reynolds, McQuarrie.
Is that all?
No. Stacy M, the Esther twins. Cole and Dipper play Fortnite with me sometimes. Raz, Bart, Steamed Hams, the Fraggles, the Funky Bunch.
Any more?
No, after high school you really lose touch. Oh yeah, I ran into Richard Dorfman.
Oh, how is he?
Not so good. Simmons and I give him a wedgie.
Isn't he an architect now?
Yeah, they still wear underwear. He's suing us though.
All right, we're back.
Yeah, we're back for the episode breakdown.
Cold open. Chandler and Joey's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Chandler exits from his boudoir
Ooh.
and rips his suit jacket on the entertainment unit, exclaiming, "Wow, that ripped real nice." We say that a lot too.
Yeah.
Joe explains, "How many times do I have to tell you? You turn and slide. You know, turn and slide.
Or you could cut off one of the ends and then it would fit perfectly.
But it wouldn't be symmetrical, and that would make me anxious.
So you need to have it symmetrical, but longer than the doors.
No, I believe in the getting rid of the whole thing.
You believe in getting rid of it. Okay.
But you can't cut off one end. That would be...
Oh, I don't care about symmetry that much.
So Chandler admonishes Joey, you don't turn and slide, you throw it out. I'm tired of having to get a tetanus shot every time I get dressed. Joey shouts, look, we're not throwing it out. I built this thing with my own hands.
Aw.
Chandler goes, all right, how about we sell it?
Ooh.
Joey agrees, but explains that we'll have to tell them. And he opens the cabinet to reveal the chick and the duck living inside with Christmas lights and a disco ball as decorations. Chandler nods. Do you mind if we stick you in another cabin? They seem all right with it.
I like his lack of space between those sentences.
Yeah. Q, I'll be there for you.
All right, now we're at Monica and Rachel's. Monica and her brother are there.
It starts off with cut lines right away.
All right.
Ross says, hey, why did the chicken fall out of the tree? Monica goes, why? Ross goes, because you have duty on your head. And then he laughs and he goes, yeah, it was funnier when Ben told it.
Oh, Ben. Okay, so Monica's checking her messages and there's a message from Chip. This was pre-texting, pre-social media.
Yeah.
Nowadays, Monica would just check out Chip's Facebook, see that he still worked at the multiplex, and saved herself lots of time.
Yeah. One wedgie photo and she would have been all set.
Yeah. Anyway, the message of Chip says, hey, Monica, it's Chip. And Monica gets excited. Yes! And Ross asks, who's Chip? Monica shushes him. And then she uses her special phone notepad and pen and makes notes as Chip continues. Good running into you at the bank today. So, here's my number, 555-9323. Well, that's a fake number. Give me a call. Glad she wrote that down.
Yeah.
Right? Monica explains to Ross that it's Chip Matthews. And Ross is like, hang on a minute. The D-bag that took Rachel to the prom? Why is he calling? And Monica explains that she ran into Chip at the bank. He is still so cute. So Joe, Chip, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being Gollum, 10 being Brad Pitt.
I don't know, because I know about Chip.
Yeah.
But like looking at him, I don't know, like a 4 or 5.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I mean, he's not attracted to him. He wears a polo shirt. Yeah, no, I'm not, yeah.
Okay.
He's a crotch rocket.
All right, so just a 4 or 5 for Joe. Also, what bank did she meet him at? If Chip still has his teenager job and lives with his mommy and daddy, shouldn't he have a bank on Long Island? Moving on. I like that Ross matches Mon's excited energy by congratulating her. Monica, you're so lucky. He's like the most popular guy in school.
I know.
Monica returns Chip's calls. I do love that part. She's
Yeah.
so cute.
She is cute.
Monica returns Chip's call, and it goes like this. Chip, hi, it's Monica. Okay, goodbye. Oh my God, we just had like the best conversation. Again, Courtney is just adorable here. I enjoy it when adults get childlike excited for something. It's too bad in this instance it's Chip Matthews, but what are you going to do? Then in comes Rachel. Upon seeing Ross, a coldness blows through the apartment, and Ross tells her he was just leaving because Monica absconded to her bedroom. And Rachel opens up, guns blazing with good, because I've got a product report to read. It's like 8 pages. I hope I don't fall asleep. And then having the perfect setup delivered to him, Ross questions, why did you write it? This is when Rachel finds Chip's phone number on the notepad. Stupid thorough Monica! And she slightly misinterprets the meaning of this note. She goes, look at that. Chip Matthews called. I wonder what he wants. And Ross tries for the quick defeat, but Rachel interrupts him. I bet he sensed that I was ready to have sex with another guy.
Ew.
And then she throws the notepad down with a loud smack. So now Ross, sensing an even better prank, Ross nudges her. Well, why don't you give him a call? I like that he pulls the notepad,
Or
the paper
off and hands it to her.
Rachel takes the bait, picking up the phone with a taunting, are you sure you want to hear this? He is sure. Soda sipping sure. That's when Rachel says,
Chip, hi, it's Rachel. Rachel Green? Yeah, you left me a message?
and during this, Ross slowly sneaks closer up behind Rachel.
Yes, you did. My roommate wrote it down. Monica Geller? Oh.
And that's when Ross takes the opportunity to whisper in her ear, oh, that's right. He called to ask out Monica. That's gotta be embarrassing. And I love Aniston's expression here. And she gets a chill down her back when he's behind her. It's all great. So I do have to award round 1 of the R&R battle to Ross.
Yeah, for sure. He killed it. Also, if Chip Matthews still lives with his parents, my mom and dad had the same phone number from the time you started calling me till now.
Right.
The same phone number.
Mm-hmm.
So if I handed you a piece of paper and said your ex-girlfriend called you, and it was the same phone number as their parent, you'd be like, ew, he lives with his mom and dad still.
I know this number. Oh, my goodness.
We're at Central Perk. Phoebe on guitar, Chandler and Joey next to each other on the sofa, and then Ross and Rachel. Phoebe screaming angrily, dumb, drunken bitch! Applause. Thank you, thank you.
That might have been a really good song. I want to know the whole thing. Cornelius is in the background, too.
I know. I saw him again. That's great. Ross is reading the newspaper. Hey, here's a question. Where did you guys get the finest oak east of the Mississippi? And then Adam says this line to me all the time.
First, you tell me where you got the prettiest lace in all the land.
So Ross points out, I'm reading your ad. Joey says, it looks good though, right? Chandler takes the paper and reads the ad. Stunning entertainment center. Fine Italian craftsmanship.
I like that he stops and looks at Joey.
Phoebe and Rachel are shocked. They are selling the entertainment center. Rachel asks, why? I love that thing. Chandler offers it to Rach. You want it? Both Rachel and Phoebe go, oh, no. Chandler turns to Joey and says, Geppetto? $5,000? Are you insane? Joey points out that the ad alone costs $300. Jesus Christ! Where did Joey get $300?
That's right.
Chandler says he's changing it to $50 or your best offer. Now he's putting in a new ad for $300 more. $600 worth of ads for $50 return.
Usually those are the pity saver ads are pretty cheap.
Right, $300. Joey's annoyed. What kind of profit is that? And you call yourself an accountant. Chandler looks at him and goes, no. Joey says confused, oh, what do you do? Chandler goes, I can't believe you don't know what I do for a living. And he turns and looks at the others. And actually none of them can tell him what he does. Rachel goes, it's something to do with numbers.
But you always had glasses.
It's so sad that they don't know those things. So we cut to someone entering Central Perk, which lets a cat in. The cat then runs over to Phoebe's guitar case and starts sniffing around. Phoebe's like, oh my God, no, shoo, kitty, no. Phoebe yells, Gunther, there's a kitty in my guitar case. And Gunther goes, shh. Everyone's going to want one.
Oh.
And then he walks off laughing.
I want a kitty. Here, kitty.
Phoebe says, come on, you. Goes over and picks up the cat. Come on, crazy. And looks into the cat's eyes and goes, oh my God. Rachel and Joey say, what? What's wrong? Phoebe says, nothing.
That cat reminds me of garbage.
From The Office?
Yeah, the cat garbage. And, I don't want garbage, I want sprinkles.
So Phoebe reluctantly tells the gang, it's just that I just had this really strong feeling that this cat is my mother. Rachel is shocked that her mom she met in Montauk was a cat. Cut line, Chandler goes, well, that makes the fact that she owns beachfront property all the more impressive.
Yeah.
Phoebe goes, no, she was a human lady, a regular erotic pottery-making realtor human lady. This is the spirit of my mom, Lily, the one who killed herself.
Oh, boy.
Ross says, Phoebes, are you sure she's in the cat, or have you been taking your grandma's glaucoma medicine again? Look at Ross's hair. He looks like a Ken doll.
Yeah.
It is so slicked back in this
He
scene.
does look like Wethead in this one.
Yes. So Phoebe gets defensive. No, Dr. Skeptismo.
I'm stealing that.
Dr. Skeptismo.
Yeah.
I'm sure. First of all, okay, there's the feeling.
The feeling. Anecdotal evidence.
Okay, and for another, how about the fact that she went into my guitar case, which is lined with orange felt? Rachel nods her head in unsure agreement. My mother's favorite fish is orange Ruffy. Joey thinks he understands and nods, but he still has no clue. Cats like fish. Ross and Rachel still look totally lost.
Right.
But there's a cut line that Ross says, you had me with orange felt.
Okay, stop talking now.
Phoebe picks up the cat and says, hi, Mommy.
Oh.
Rachel covers her mouth in a, oh my God gesture. Oh, I haven't seen this smile in 17 years. Joey leans in to whisper to Chandler. Dude, Phoebe's mom's got a huge pair. Let it go.
So I have a question. Do you think they had Julio all picked out and saw his huge junk and added the line? Or they wrote the line and had to find a cat with huge junk?
An uncircumcised cat.
Yes.
Not circumcised, sorry. An unneutered
An
cat.
unneutered cat.
Yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. They had to find a cat that would do all those things because
Right.
it licks the entertainment center. It sits on her lap.
Right. Now we're at Monica and Rachel's. Rachel is waiting to pick a fight with the girl geller. Monica comes home with a standard hey. Rachel does not respond in kind. No, she immediately asks Monica, when were you going to tell me that you're going out with Chip Matthews? And I like Monica's answer of now.
I didn't see you earlier.
But being a good friend, she asks Rachel, is it okay if I go out with Chip Matthews?
No, it's not okay. I can't believe you would want to after what he did to me.
Monica tries to play it down. What, that little thing at the prom? And Rachel's not having this, not from another geller. That little thing has a name, Amy Welsh. I couldn't find him for 2 hours because they were bumping and grinding. But that was back in high school, Monica questions. How could that still bother you?
And then there's a couple of cut lines.
Okay.
Rachel goes, oh yeah, you're right, Monica. Monica goes, okay, I hear you.
Over the line, Smokey. Sheesh.
That was a little harsh.
But Monica asks, why of all people would you want to go out with Chip?
Rachel asks.
Oh, did I say Monica?
Mm-hmm.
Monica asks.
You did it again.
Rachel asks, what? Rachel asks, why of all people would you want to go out with Chip? And Monica starts to explain, look, you and I went to different high schools. But interrupting Rachel interrupts, okay, that doesn't help me because we went to the same high school. Which I really like that line too.
Yeah, I don't understand what you're talking about.
I'm confused. But Monica explains, no, that's too mean. I can't say that.
Aw.
My little harmonica explains, you went to one where you were popular and you got to ride off on Chip's crotch rocket and wear his Letterman jacket. Did they go to high school in the 50s?
Remember class rings? It was one of those things that our parents were like, this is nostalgic. You have to get one of these.
Yeah.
And that company is now out of business.
Oh, good. I like when you see people still wearing their class rings.
No offense to anybody that still wears their class rings, but I didn't buy a class ring.
Yeah.
So my mom wanted me to buy one, and she was like, you have to start saving now for your class ring. I was like, fuck that. I'd rather get an apartment.
You have to start saving now for this thing you don't want. But Monica says she went to a school where she wore a band uniform they had to have specially made.
They had to have that specially made?
It was a project for one of the home ec classes.
Oh my God, they told us that was for the mascot.
Monica wraps up her trauma story with, back then I thought I would never, ever get a chance to go out with a Chip Matthews. And now he's asked me out. and the fat girl inside of me really wants to go, and I owe her this. I never let her eat.
Aww.
And Rachel, the pushover, hugs Monica and tells her to go ahead, but she adds, if possible, could you leave him somewhere and go have sex with Amy Welsh? Or another guy. I can help you out with that.
Hey.
I was going to add that's what Chandler would have said if he were in the room.
Mm-hmm. It's not even in this episode.
I know.
All right, we're still at Monica and Rachel's, but all 6 of our friends are there.
Mm-hmm.
Ross asks, the guys, so you guys having any luck getting rid of the entertainment center? And I have to stop and point out that that's the ugliest shirt Chandler ever wears.
Right.
White button down in the front and blue checkered collar and sleeves? No.
And it's checkered on the back.
Oh, God. It's horrible. I think he has a brown one like that, too, doesn't he?
I think so.
Yeah.
That was a 90s thing.
So Joey explains that there were a couple of calls last night, but I don't think any of them are going to work out. This I don't understand. We have bought and sold many things on Facebook Marketplace. You got the money, you get the furniture. I don't care what you do with it once I hand it over.
But Joey's got plans for this. He wants to make sure it's taken care of.
So Chandler explains that Joey has a very careful screening process. Apparently, not everyone is qualified to own wood and nails.
Yeah.
Phoebe on the couch is struggling with the cat. Stop it! Stop it! She keeps squirming, trying to get away, just like when she was alive.
Because it's not your cat.
Ross inquires, so Phoebes, how long is your mom going to be with us? Phoebe says she's not sure. She figures until she gets used to the fact that there's a new mom.
Oh.
I think she's worried that, she's gonna be replaced. To the cat in a funny voice, she says, well, that's not gonna happen, is it? No. I don't like that. So Phoebe jumps up and says she has to return a call in the other room. And Monica asks, why can't you use the phone in here? Phoebe explains, well, I'm returning a call from a certain mom at the BEACH. I just spelled the wrong word.
All right, I just want to make sure I'm keeping up here. The soul of Lily is aware of the conversations that they're having, but she cannot spell. Dead Lily should be aware that she's not Phoebe's birth mother. That would not be new information to her.
Right. Yep, the whole Phoebe cat story is cray-cray. Just play along, okay?
Okay.
So then there's cut lines, and Phoebe goes, anyway, I don't want to do it in front of someone with a tail. Chandler goes, hey, you swore you'd never tell.
A nubbin and a tail. That guy just never had a chance.
So Phoebe goes into Monica's room, and Ross taking the moment without Phoebes to bring up that she is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And does her mom remind anyone else of a cat?
I get a cat vibe from the cat.
Monica is playing Joe in this instance. Ross, don't start.
Okay.
Ross, being the wisest, says, come on, you can't tell me you actually believe that there's a woman inside that cat. Rachel goes, I believe it. Ross quips, no, you don't. But yes, she does.
No, I don't think it's true.
Ross says, no, you don't. You know what? You're not going to suck me into this. And Rachel mocks him and says, oh, sure I am, because you always have to be right. I love Chandler enjoying the show. They're just sitting at the table watching the both of them with grins on their faces. Ross almost takes the bait. I do not always have to be okay. And he goes to leave. Rachel gets one more jab in before he closes the door. Jurassic Park could happen.
Oh.
Ross wants to say something but doesn't. In this R&R scenario, Adam, giving it to Rachel?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah, I think she won this one.
But there are some cut lines before Ross actually shuts the door. Rachel goes, and you know what? Actually, I do think Kirk was smarter than Spock.
Oh.
Ooh, Ross wants to say something again, but just slowly leaves. Rachel and Chandler giggle, and then Chandler goes, you were kidding about Kirk Spock thing, right?
She ever answer that?
No. We'll never know.
All right, so then we're at Chandler and Joey's. Joey and Chandler are showing a couple of guys the entertainment center. Now, these guys have credited names of Tony and Peter.
Which is funny because I never say them.
Right, but I will be calling them Chandler 2 and Joey 2.
Okay.
So Chandler 2 kicks off the scene by checking out the entertainment unit and commenting, "Wow, that's pretty nice." The Italian craftsman himself snaps back with disdain, "Pretty nice?" Chandler tries to calm everyone down by explaining, "You'll have to pardon my roommate. He wanted to marry this." And Chandler, too, claims he does not have $50. "But would you be willing to trade for it? I've got a canoe." So I like to imagine this pair arguing at their place.
Mm-hmm.
"We need an entertainment unit. The TV is too precarious on the canoe. What if we find somebody to trade for it?" "Okay." But as you said before, at the mention of the word canoe, Joey jumps up in excitement. And without even turning around, Chandler holds out his hand back to Joey, stopping him in his tracks. And then he lowers his hand, and obeying, Joey sits back down. Once Joey is safely back in place, Chandler explains, "I really don't think we need a canoe."
You gotta take the canoe.
I love that the guy's so passionate. Yeah. Come on, man. Chandler tries an idea. Just take the entertainment center, and then when you get home, throw the canoe away. And that's when Joey number 2 pipes up, "We're not throwing it away. I built that canoe." And Joey yells after him, "Good for you."
Also, that canoe is really nice. He could have sold that to a yuppie, no problem.
Yeah, it looks like a Nick Offerman canoe.
Absolutely.
But Chandler, quick, run after him and throw in that shirt too. It's awful.
You can have my shirt. We're at Central Perk. Everyone but Phoebe's. Rachel enters with a flyer. "You guys, you're never going to believe what I found tacked up on the telephone pole. Look kind of familiar?" Ross takes the flyer. Apparently, Phoebe's mother also goes by the name Julio.
The guy from the diner? They really need a baby name book or something in the writer's
Right.
room.
It's Emily Julio. There's a cut line where Chandler takes the flyer and goes, "Wait a minute. This is not the same cat. This cat's only this big," and shows a small space between his fingers. Rachel laments, "You guys, there's a little girl in Soho looking for this cat. I mean, you know what that means?" Joey gets excited. "Yeah, $200 reward, split 5 ways." Rach asks if they have to tell Phoebes. Ross barks, "Yes, we have to tell her." Monica, who just tries to keep the peace, says, "Oh, but it makes her so happy." Ross holds up a hand. "Little girl misses a cat." Holds up the other hand. "Crazy lady thinks her mother is in a cat." He excuses himself to have dinner with Ben and asks, "Can I trust that when you see Phoebe, you will tell her?" Everyone replies, disappointed. Yeah. Rachel says, "I hate when Ross is right." Monica says, "He is right, isn't he?" Chandler goes, "I think this might be one of those times he's wrong." And everyone goes, "You think?" Chandler goes, "Oh, no, he's right."
No, he's right. Yeah, I agree. If it was a stray, no big deal.
Right.
Just let her deal with it, but it belongs to a little girl.
Right. Yeah. We would be really sad if somebody had our cat and didn't return it.
Yeah. So Central Perk later, Phoebe comes in. So now it's everybody but Ross. And Phoebe comes in happily with Julio, another person walking around NYC with an animal not in a carrier. Phoebe's is lucky she still has this cat. It just took off on the subway. They all greet her, and Joey, who is the closest, starts to tell her about poor little Mary Lou, who, bound to her wheelchair and missing her only friend in the world, her cat Julio, who was given to her by her father before he left for the war and is now MIA.
Oh my God.
Joey says, "Phoebes, how's your mom?" He looks back at his friends for encouragement. "How's that going?" "So great, my mom fell asleep on my tummy and purred today."
No.
And Joey finds that sweet, so sweet that he chickens out by saying he's going to get some coffee, and he passes the lost cat flyer to the next in line, Monica. Monica slides over and tries to tell Phoebe, but she chickens out too, saying, "Huh? What'd you say, Joe? I'll be right there." And she throws the paper at Rachel and Chandler, who slide over to break the news, but Phoebe is petting the cat, which does look so comfy. And she's saying she just feels so,
Oh, right.
I'm coming.
Jeez.
Pretending to be beckoned, they both get up and leave Phoebe there alone. What a bunch of wusses. Just wait till the cat shares its misogynistic poetry.
They could get a barbershop quartet to Adios the Cat. Where Monica and Rachel is Monica and Rachel. Rachel's reading at the kitchen table and there's a knock on the door. Monica comes running from the bathroom wearing only a towel. Not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet. I thought the towel outfit would have been your favorite.
This goes by too fast.
Rachel answers the door and says, hello, Chip. Chip goes, hey, Rach, how you doing? Rachel points out that she is super great. Great job, great friends. And even though I'm not seeing anyone right now, I've never felt greater about myself. Chip looks uncomfortable having a grown-up conversation about feelings and life and says, so, Monica ready yet?
Yeah, Rachel's wasting your time here. Chip isn't up to the same back and forth as Ross can manage.
Rachel says she'll be out in a second. So, Chip, how's Amy Welch? Chip sounds confused. Amy Welch? Wow, I haven't seen her since...
Oh, wait.
So, Monica about ready? Then there's some cut lines. Mm-hmm. Monica comes out of her room and says, hi. Chip goes, hey. Shows 2 thumbs up. Well, you look great. Monica goes, thanks. Aw. Rach goes, well, you guys have fun. Chip goes, catch you later. Rach goes, bye, Chip. Monica turns to Rachel before she leaves. Are you sure you're okay about this? And Rachel goes, actually. Monica interrupts her with her hug and says, okay, great, and leaves.
Okay, bye-bye. All right, so now we're at Chandler and Joey's. Joey and a thief. Joey's showing off the entertainment center. This is the unit for you, my friend. Sturdy construction, tons of storage compartments, some big enough to fit a grown man. Why is that a selling point, Joey?
Tons of storage is enough.
Yeah,
right?
But our friend, the thief, finds this dubious, which should be a red flag, but if the past 3 seasons have taught us anything, it's that our 6 friends are colorblind when it comes to red flags.
Now, do you think this guy showed up to buy the entertainment unit and then took an opportunity?
Right, the opportunity presented itself, so he took it.
Okay, so he didn't come to rob.
Well, he might, I don't know. I do think some people do that.
Really?
Try to meet people at their house.
Yeah.
And then...
I always do on Facebook Marketplace. My husband will be there to let you in. My 6'1"
And I just put the thing in the garage and open the garage.
She says you owe me $60.
Yeah. But Joey brags that he got in there himself once and even adds that his roommate bet him $5 that he couldn't. And then he stuck a board through the handles and locked me in. Yeah, it was funny till I started feeling like I was in a coffin. And then he continues, but you could use anything to lock me in there. The ropes under the sink, the hockey stick right over there. The thief guy goads Joey with a, nah, you can't fit in there. It's not deep enough. But Joey dares himself, if I can't, I'll knock $5 off the price of the unit. And the thief is like, whatever gets you in there, big guy. And Joey gets in. See, I told you. And that is when the thief takes the hockey stick, slips it through the handles, then proceeds to take the stereo and Chandler's computer and walks out. Joey is still being the salesman. Sometimes I get in here to get away from it. I guess in New York City, that's like the size of a extra bedroom. And then he adds, hey, a nickel.
So we're on the street backlot set.
Yes.
Chip is walking Monica to his motorcycle. Chip says, here we are. Monica's like, oh my God, you still have the chipper. Chip says, what? Monica says, that's what we used to call your motorcycle. You know, a motorcycle is a chopper and your Chip. Never mind.
That's not a chopper. I'm really not a motorcycle guy, but that offends me for some reason. I think I grew up with enough Harley guys that I just sort of absorbed some of the attitude. That thing is a crotch rocket.
Chip says, no, I think it's cute, and he kisses her.
Aww.
Monica exclaims, wow, a lipper from Chipper. Chip asks if she's still in touch with anyone from high school, and Monica goes, yeah, just Rachel. How about you? Chip says, oh, yeah, I still hang with Simmons and Zana and, Spindler a lot, Devane, Kelly. I run into Goldie from time to time.
Oh, my goodness.
Steve Brown, Suckoff, McGuire, JT, Beardsley. Is that all? Chip, not picking up on the sarcasm, says, after high school, you kind of lose touch. Oh, yeah, I ran into Richard Dorfman. Monica affectionately asks, oh, how is he? Chip guffaws and says, not so good. Simmons and I gave him a wedgie.
Ugh.
Monica says, isn't he an architect now? He goes, yeah, they still wear underwear.
This is the kind of guy that his father keeps him out of jail.
Yeah. Okay, well, I gotta get going. I forgot to have to be somewhere else. That's what Monica would say if she were smart at this moment.
Yeah.
I looked up funny excuses to get out of dates.
Since
I never really had to. And I went down a rabbit hole.
Oh, really?
None worthy of mentioning except one where you just start talking to your imaginary friend and insist that they're asking to leave and you cannot let them walk home by themselves. Which I thought went along very nicely with this episode.
Right. Yeah, nice. Chandler and Joey's. Chandler and Joey. Chandler walks into his apartment without looking up, and he throws his keys toward the foosball table, but it's not there. So the keys crash onto the floor. And then he finally notices the apartment is empty. Everything is gone except for the entertainment center and that ceramic dog. As it registers, Chandler cries out, "Oh my God!" And from inside the unit, Joey yells, "What?" Chandler goes to free his friend by asking, "Are you all right?"
I like, even though that he's really mad at Joey, he's still concerned for his welfare.
Well, he doesn't know to be mad yet.
Right.
Joey is fine. Chandler frees the Triviani and moves on to the next order of business. What happened? But Joey now complains, "Oh man, he promised he wouldn't take the chairs."
What the hell happened? How were you locked in? And where the hell is all of our stuff?
And Joey explains, "Well, this guy came to look at the unit and he said he didn't think it was big enough to fit a grown man."
So you got in voluntarily?
I was trying to make a sale. Now incensed, Joey tries to vent. "Oh man, if I ever run into that guy again, you know what I'm going to do?" But Chandler is not in the mood to forgive just yet. He suggests that Joey may just bend over.
I love that line. So, inventory of things this guy did not take, right? Mm-hmm. He emptied the fridge. Did you notice that?
Oh, yeah.
The fridge is empty. But he left, obviously, the entertainment unit, the white dog, and the Magnadoodle board. He looked like he tried to take the canvas above the unit, but he couldn't reach it because he was a little short thief.
Yeah.
But he cleared the other walls. He took all the dartboard, everything off the other wall.
He was thorough. He was
very thorough.
He came back with a truck and a friend.
Now we're at a place called Dot's Spot.
Dot's Spot.
Mon and Chip. Mon and Chip are on their date, eating at a cute little table, and Chip is telling a story. Chip, mid-story, says that then Zana let one rip while laughing hysterically. Monica is not amused, as I'm not amused either. I'm not a huge fan of fart jokes. However, I did see a YouTube video with Stephen Colbert showing serious scenes of Gary Oldman, and they edited in farting noises. And Gary Oldman was laughing so hard, tears were streaming down his face. It was pretty funny.
You didn't show me that?
I was gonna. Anyway, so Mon says, "Look, not that I don't enjoy talking about people who I went to high school with, because I do."
Oh, yeah, that's great.
But maybe we could talk about something else, like you. I don't even know where you work. Chip goes, "You know where I work?" Monica goes, "I do?" He says, "Yeah, the movie theater. You used to come in all the time." Monica questions, "You still work at the multiplex?" Chip, being the boy kid, says, "Oh, like I'd give up that job. Free popcorn and candy anytime I want. I can get you free posters for your room." Monica quips, "Thanks, I'm set."
Love that too.
So there's a cut line where Chip goes, "Oh, you know who came in the other night? Peters. Told me that he just went out with Leslie Maskin. Got to third base." He lifts his arm to high five.
Oh, wow.
Monica asks the boy kid, Do you still live with your parents? Chip
Uh,
replies, oh yeah, but I can stay out as late as I want. Monica takes a big swig of her martini.
yeah, I don't care for Skip.
Chip.
All right, so now we're back at Chandler and Joey's. Chandler, Joey, Rachel, and Phoebe, and Julio, the cat.
Yes, and the scene starts with cut lines. So Joey says, you know, with all our stuff gone, the unit doesn't seem that big.
Oh,
Chandler goes, why couldn't he have been a kidnapper?
why couldn't he have been a kidnapper too? But Rachel expresses her concern and begins naming things the boys no longer have: TV, the chairs. Phoebe piles on with your microwave, the stereo. And then Joey thinks the thief is also playing mind games by taking the 5 of spades. Oh, no, here it is. Chandler has to tamp down his frustration at this point by making the claw hands. The girl kid really loved to do that in her teen years.
Yeah.
Monica comes in, finding the empty apartment, and says, oh my God, what happened? And Chandler explains to her as thus, Joey was born, and then 28 years later, I was robbed. And then Rachel asks Monica how the date went. Monica recounts how she always wanted to go out with Chip Matthews in high school. Well, tonight she actually went out with Chip Matthews in high school. But on the plus side, she got to dump Chip Matthews. Rachel thinks that is so great, and Monica knows.
I know!
Ross comes in asking the fellas, what did your insurance company say? And Chandler claims they said, you don't have insurance here, so stop calling us. Ross then sees Phoebe still with Julio and queries, you didn't tell her? They all display their wussiness. Okay, fine. They always leave it to him to be the bad guy. Phoebes, he does start soft.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, this cat belongs to a little girl. There's flyers all over the place. Rachel and Monica express their sympathies and offer to help take Julio back with her if she wants. But Phoebe argues that, the male cat, she chose to find me. She has to respect her male cat mother's decision, right? And Chandler, Monica, Joey, and Rachel agree and congratulate her on her good call. Ross, like me, is a little fed up with the hokey nonsense. No, enough is enough. Ross is sorry that she feels guilty or whatever about spending time with her new mom, but this is not your old mom. This is a cat, okay? Julio the cat. Not mom, cat. Now, which I totally agree with the sentiment. He didn't have to be such a tool about it.
Yeah, he's being a real dick.
Yeah. Phoebe is pissed off now, and she puts the cat on the entertainment unit, and then she asks him how many parents he has lost. Ross admits none. Pin in that real quick.
Okay.
And Phoebe explains that then you don't know how it feels when one of them comes back, do you? Silence, pin in that too. I believe this to be my mother. Even if I'm wrong, who cares? Just be a friend, okay? Just be supportive. Another pin. Ross doesn't know what to say, and he looks like he figures out that he should have displayed a smidge of tact.
Absolutely.
And then Rachel suggests that he could say you're sorry to her mom. And Phoebe is now brandishing her friendship as an emotional weapon. Thinks Lily would like that. Okay, so now I have all these pins I have to address. So I lost my mother, and I find this ham-fisted reincarnation plot in a sitcom to be a tad disrespectful. I also find it convenient that fictional characters always have the great luck of dead relatives coming back for one last goodbye. I also think that by shoehorning this into the fight between R&R is strange. Rachel using this moment to take a jab at Ross is on the gross side.
Agreed.
I think all the friends should have helped Phoebe deal with the realities of her guilt in the situation, been supportive of her needs, maybe encouraged her to find help,
Yes.
instead of supporting her emotional crutch of a delusion. But those are just my feelings, and I do not expect them to be shared by everyone, because that's not how reality works.
Right.
All right, now Ross is forced to comply out of some misplaced sense of friendship, so he beckons the cat. Come here, Mrs. Buffet. Sorry about what I said. It was insensitive for me to say that you were just a cat when you are clearly also the reincarnated spirit of my friend's mother. So on a lighter side,
Yes.
the cat is licking tuna juice or something off the unit.
Right.
And it reminds me of when our cat Abernathy filled in on a production of The Lieutenant of Ishmore, a play by Martin McDonagh, who did In Bruges and Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. Abernathy, our cat at the time, who's sadly passed, did a fine job in the play, and she also licked tuna juice off of the top of her refrigerator.
She did. And the reason she was picked to be in the play is because they needed a black cat.
Yeah, their cat, who they've been using, got out of the house one day. And they were like, can you bring your cat? But Phoebe thanks Ross and says, we both forgive you. And Rachel, having tortured Ross, now asks what Phoebe is going to do about poor little Cindy Lou Who in her wheelchair. And Phoebe reasons with her male cat mom, you still mean a lot to me, and you're welcome to come back anytime. Chandler, making light of the entire mess, suggests to Phoebe that if Lily could come back as a couch, they'd really appreciate it. And Joey agrees with that one. Phoebe, Monica, and Rachel take her mother, I guess, home to the little girl. Ross had one more idea for the guys. You know, I have an extra futon. Joey is more annoyed than me with the cat stuff, saying, dude, you don't have to brag. We got nothing here.
So why don't they ever get the futon?
Because Joey ruined it. He yelled at Ross, and Ross harbored it against him forever.
All right, now we're at the stinger. Chandler and Joey's Joey and Chandler.
Mm-hmm.
It looks as if the duo has traded the entertainment center for the chandler.
Yes.
They're sitting in the canoe. Joey's sitting in the bow, staring off into space as to envision his future full of possibilities. Chandler is sitting in the stern, staring into space, and looking at an uncertain future.
Yes.
There is some cut lines, which are kind of funny.
Okay.
Chandler goes, you know, it's peaceful out here. And Joey picks up the oar and mimics rowing.
Oh, wow. Fun.
That's the end of the episode.
That's the end.
Cut and print. All right, we're going to take another quick break. We'll be right back. You're back again? Oh, man, quit taking all our stuff.
Yeah, I had to get my truck.
You can take the stuff out of the fridge, but don't take the chairs.
Yeah, I promise.
And not the chick and the duck.
This thing is a chick?
Yeah, it's a chick. Leave her alone.
All right. Wait a minute. I think this chick might be my dead father, reincarnated.
Really?
No, Dad. I'm more than just a common thief. I did apply myself. You should have been around more.
Are you okay out there?
You're not the boss of me anymore. Stay in that cupboard. I hate you, Dad.
Oh, boy.
Quiet, Uncle Freddy.
All right, we're back.
And we're back. It's been like 5 days, but we're wrapping this up.
Yeah, we had a lot of stuff going on. It's okay. All right, what did you learn from this episode?
Joe, what did you learn?
Well, not to let Joey sell anything. I mean, I trust you. The items in the garage, they owe you $80. That is all. You sold 3 appliances without any issue.
Yeah, I just don't lock myself into things. That makes it easier.
That's right. What did you learn?
I learned that Phoebe's selfish nature knows no bounds. Rachel behaves like a woman scorned, which is suitable. And Joey needs to work on his sales pitches. If you're selling a car, you don't get in the trunk.
All right, what are your final thoughts?
Like I said, being a Dr. Skeptismo myself, I don't find the cat stuff very compelling. But Chip Matthews is a funny douche, and the guys getting robbed sets up a lot more fun for this season, and that makes it all worthwhile.
Yeah, I do. I like this episode. Even though the main story is not Joey and Chandler, it is for most people, and that is okay.
Yeah.
You know, when people think about this episode, they
Right.
think about that robbery. It was sentimental to the creator, and they can't all be 10 out of 10.
Well, no.
What's our sweater vest tracker?
Oh, well, the sweater vest tracker is still at 0 for the season.
We're on episode 2.
Yeah, I know. The deficit is heavy, and it's weighing on me.
You know what? We're going to have to track this because I think it's summer at the beginning of every episode, season.
It's fall. It's September.
So, yeah, he'll start picking up. Yeah. All right, so we did have some Magnadoodle tracker information. The Magnadoodle message showed while the burglar is locking Joey into the closet, so you can see it in their apartment.
Right.
And it just says spam to the world.
Spam to the world.
Yeah, not sure what that means.
Yeah, I don't... Are they talking...
Like
computer spam or
like,
spam?
Yeah, I don't know. It just says spam to the world.
Or it could be a reference to Spam-A-Lot. I never saw that, but...
And then after that, which is really funny, at the very end, the Magnadoodle and Chandler comes in after he sees that they're robbed. The burglar left a message that says, "Thanks for all your stuff."
So long, and thanks for all your stuff.
Which I thought was really funny. Yeah. All right. What is the IMDb rating for this episode?
The rating is 7.9 out of 10 with only 5,400 ratings.
I posted on our socials to ask people for their thoughts on this episode. Mm-hmm. So a couple things. One, Matt D. Posted an article that says you should not pee on jellyfish stings. So he was like, hey, just an FYI.
Right. For last week. Right. Don't pee on those.
On the jellyfish stings.
That's 30-year-old information.
Yes. And then Lacey also second that. Yep, it's a myth. So I just wanted to point that out. We did get that, and we understand that you're not supposed to pee on the jellyfish. So, all right. So the one with the cat, Matt D is back. He replied on this post as well.
Okay.
His thoughts were: did anyone notice that during Ross's apology to the mom, he puts in quotes, that the cat is clearly licking and sniffing a treat on top of the TV unit to make sure it stayed in the shot?
Yeah. I figured it was tuna juice.
Yeah. Some sort of something smelled tasty for that cat. And then Raul G replied. And he said he didn't think it seemed fair to Ross or the girl. Phoebe was not fair to Ross or the girl.
Correct.
He was right to call Phoebe out, especially since she had developed this pattern of things where she would make stuff up.
Right.
And Marta Kaufman's mom had just died, so she came up with this story. So you can't blame the writers that they didn't want to upset her any further, so they kind of just did what she wanted.
Right.
But he felt Phoebe was definitely in the wrong.
Like I said, I know Phoebe's going through something. There's many times in Friends when somebody should be like, you need to see some professional help, I think. Right. Or if you want to talk things through with me, we can do that. But they don't do that because it's a sitcom.
Right. And it wouldn't be funny.
Right. It's not as entertaining to take logical solutions to things.
So thank you, Matt D. and Lacey and Raul for your responses. We appreciate you posting on our socials.
Yeah, Matt, Lacey, and Raul.
Yeah.
Cool.
New people.
Not that we don't love the old people.
No, we love the old people.
Arr, all the R's.
All right, so what's next week's episode?
Next week is the one with the cuffs.
Oh, saucy. Tell us what the synopsis is.
Penn Jillette sells Joey a V for Vendetta. Phoebe helps Monica cater for her mother and watches her pull a Monica. A playful Chandler gets handcuffed to a chair in Rachel's office.
Are you ready for some maladjusted content?
I am ready.
All right. Well, first we want to thank 11 for her performance in the opening.
Yes.
This is how our cat actually sounds when you pet her every single time.
Right. And I didn't get her directly into the mic all the time because I was kind of chasing her around the floor in my office trying to get her to meow into the mic. But every time we pet her, she meows her head off like crazy.
She's like super vocal. And also thank you for allowing us the space and time to grieve and be late with the podcast.
Yeah, we
lost a special friend.
We lost our dog Marin. She had a health problem that just came up in one evening and
they weren't able to save her, so But,
Okay, we're going to take a little break, let Jo regain her composure.
We watched The Big Lebowski last week,
Yes, we did.
which is always one of our all-time favorites. In fact, we dressed up as The Big Lebowski for Halloween one year.
Yeah.
You were Walter, and
Yeah.
I was the dude, and the girl kid was Donnie.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun. We won a costume contest
Yeah.
for being that, so that was a lot of fun. And then we went to the movie theater.
Yeah.
Again, we haven't been in
know.
a very long time, but we went and saw Mickey 17.
Yes.
Which is, the director was, what's his name again?
Bong Joon-ho.
Bong Joon-ho. And
Yes.
he directed Parasite.
Yes.
And what's the other movie? Snowpiercer.
Yeah.
And what was the other one that he directed that we like?
He did The Host.
The Host. Yes. If you haven't seen The Host,
Yeah.
you should check it out. Because it's one of those, like, cabin fever type, Cabin in the Woods, sorry.
Cabin Fever.
Cabin in the Woods
It's nothing
type.
like Cabin Fever.
No. Like Cabin in the Woods type, like horror comedy.
It's a horror
It's funny and it's
tragic
and heartfult and
but it's a
super
monster
cute.
movie. It's fun.
It's super cute.
He
though.
also did Memoirs of Murder, which is really good.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I saw it. It's
But
really
Mickey 17 is funny.
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson's in it, and
Right.
Toni Collette and Mark Ruffalo. It's really funny.
Really
So
funny.
It was cute, and the girl kid enjoyed it.
good.
So.
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap this up and get out of here because we got to start on next week's episode.
Yeah, we're a little behind.
So we're so glad you stumbled across our podcast. If you're enjoying it, please share it with other friends, fans.
Or maybe rate it and or leave a review.
Yeah, if you want to contribute your thoughts or reactions to the podcast, pick your favorite episode and send us your musings, and we'll share them on that episode. You can also just write to say hey.
Yeah, we'd like to hear from more of you misfits out there.
You can email us at themaladjustedmisfits@gmail.com.
Or we're hosted on Buzzsprout. If you'd like to help us with our costs, visit the page and click the donate button. You can also send us some fan mail through Buzzsprout. Lots of ways to talk to us. Donate, email, or send us fan mail, and we'll give you a shout out.
Absolutely. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. You can follow the links in the show notes. The pages are called The One Where We Talk About Friends. Also, don't forget, we have a store on TeePublic. And if you have a friend shirt you've always wanted us, send us your idea.
Yeah. Joe, you ready for a cup of coffee?
Always. Okay, that doesn't help me because we went to the same high school.